What is up, guys? Phoenix here, and welcome to what I assume by the build is part 4. I want to say part 4 of the Mirio Togata pixel art tutorial. If this is part 3 or 5 or something, my bad. I think it's part 4. But just follow the title. Anyways, what we're going to do is jump right into this thing. It looks like we only have the outline to finish, and then we can start the inner detail. And the inner detail isn't too bad. So let's go over to the left side of the build where we have this 15 tall dirt block mound right here. And what we're going to actually do is go and delete all of these and just go to the top and get ready to go up and to the right. So let's put a placement block on top and we should be good to go. So once you have that placed, we're going to go up and to the right 2 singles to start us off. 1, 2, and we're going to do a bit of backtracking here because there is some lines in this here that should have been below right here that we probably didn't do because we ran out of time. So below this first single right here, we're going to put 4 dirt blocks underneath it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 coal. From that single coal, we're going to go down and to the right 2 dirt blocks, like so. And then underneath this second dirt block right here, we're going to put 2 pieces of coal going underneath. 1, 2. So this is very confusing, so just make sure you follow along. Let me just zoom out so you can see. So we added 4 dirt blocks down, then a coal. Then we went down into the right 2 singles, and then not at a diagonal, we went directly below it and put 2 coals from there. So once you have that, you can delete all these dirt blocks and we can get to work. First, from this 2 vertical we have right here, we're going to go to the bottom of it and go down into the left 1 single. And then from the top of it, we're going to go up into the right 5 singles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Then from this single on the right here, we're going to go up and to the right from it, 4 more singles. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're good right there. We can now go back to the singles we had at the top right here and continue shaping out his hair. Just a little detour. So let's put a placement block on top right here and go up and to the right 2 flat. 1, 2. From the right block into 2 flat, we're going to go up into the right 2 singles. So placement block 1, 2. And then the left block into 2 flat, we're going to put 6 pieces of coal on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From there, we're going to go up into the right 2 vertical 2 times in a row. 1, 2, that's 1. 1, 2, that's 2. Up into the right 5 singles. I mean, not 5 singles, sorry, 5 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And from that 5 vertical, we're going to go to the bottom block right here, and we're going to put 1 coal to the right. Alright, going to the top right here, we're going to go up into the right 3 vertical. So placement block on the top or right side. 1, 2, 3. Up into the right 4 singles now. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we can go back and delete these extra dirt blocks. And let me just zoom out real quick so you can see what we're working with again. From these 4 singles, we're going to go to the second to last one from the top. And I want you to add 8 to the top of it. So second to last one is this one right here, the 3rd one. And we're going to put 8 blocks on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. From there, we're going to go up into the right 2 vertical 2 times in a row. 1, 2, that's 1. Placement block, 1, 2. Up into the right 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up into the right 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. And you can tell I'm just putting the placement block on the top or right side each time. But we're about to switch directions, so I guess it's important that I do make reference to where exactly we're placing these things. So anyways, we're going to go up into the right 2 vertical now. 1, 2. And now we're going to slope back down. So instead of going up, we're going to go down into the right, which means our placement block goes on the bottom or right side. And let's go down into the right 7 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Once you have that 7, we're going to start from the top and count down 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. And on that 3rd block, we're going to go to the right side and put a piece of coal, like so. From that single coal, we're going to go up into the right 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. Up into the right 2 vertical. 1, oops, 1, 2. Up and to the right, 3 vertical again. 1, 2, 3. Up and to the right, 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. From that 4 vertical, we're going to do 2 things. From the top block, we're going to go up and to the right, 2 vertical. So place a block on the top or right side. 1, 2. Oops. 1, 2. And on the bottom, we're going to go down and to the right, 3 vertical. So put a placement block on the bottom or right side. 1, 2, 3. So we have this shape now. It's kind of weird actually, now that I look at it. And then we're going to seal this shape off with another set of 4 vertical on the opposite side over here. So you can either go down into the right 4 vertical from the top, or up into the right 4 vertical from the bottom. Doesn't really matter. Just locking out the shape. See? Then what we're going to do is take the 2 bottom blocks in this 4 vertical, and we're going to put a piece of coal to the right of each of them. 1, 1. And then we're going to add an extra 1 underneath that, so 1 just hangs off like so. From there, we're going to put a placement block on the bottom so we can go down into the right 2 vertical. 1, 2. We're then going to go to the top block and put a placement block on top there, so we can go up into the right 1 single, so we're bridging back up now. From that single, I want you to go to the right side of it, and we're going to do 2 things. First, we are going to put a placement block on top. Then we're going to put 8, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 8 placement blocks to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then a coal. So you should have something that looks like this. 1 block on the top, 8 to the right, and then a coal. From that coal, we're going to go down into the left 2 vertical 4 times in a row from it. So 1, 2, that's 1, 1, 2, that's 2, 1, 2, that's 3, 1, 2, that's 4. Perfect. And you can go back and delete those 8 flats now. And then actually, let me see if there's a piece of a block I'm missing or something. I can get that next block later. From the top block we've placed right here, we're going to go up and to the right 2 vertical. 1, 2. Up and to the right 1 single. Up and to the right 2 vertical again. 1, 2. So you can see I'm just putting the placement block on the top or right side each time. Up and to the right 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. Up and to the right 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then finally up and to the right 1 single. So the spike is getting bigger and bigger, and it's going to start sloping back down soon. I think we have 1 or 2 more spikes that go really high before we start worrying about the other half of it. So from here, we're going to go down and to the right from this single, 9 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And from that 9 vertical, we're going to go to the bottom, and we're going to count up from the bottom to the 3rd and 4th block. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we want these 2, these 3rd and the 4th one. And we're just going to put 1 coal to the right of each of those, like so. From that coal now, we're going to go up into the right 4 vertical. So let's put our placement block to the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up into the right 2 vertical. 1, 2. We're going to backtrack a bit to the bottom of this 2 vertical and go down into the right 2 vertical now. So placement block underneath. 1, 2. Down into the right 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. And from the top block in the 3 vertical, we're just going to use that to transition by putting an extra block to the right there, creating this R shape or this L shape. I don't even know what you want to call it. But we're now going to use this extra block to the right to go up and to the right 5 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. From that 5th single, so this one all the way at the top right here, we're just going to add an extra block to the right, so now it becomes 2 flat. And then 2 below that, so 1, 2. Now that we have this 3 strip right here, we're going to do 2 things. First, from the bottom of it, we're going to go down into the left 1 single. Then down into left 2 vertical. 1, 2. Then we're going to backtrack, and to the top of it now, we're going to go up into the right 2 vertical, so place a block on top, or to the right side. 1, 2. Up into the right 1 single, and then up into the right 1 single again. So I think this is actually the highest point in the build. I didn't check yet. I probably will have to check to see if there's any other higher points. There might be another spike of equal length, but I think this is the highest point in the build. So if you didn't hit the height limit yet, you should be fine. Anyways, from this single, we're going to go down into the right one single. So place and block underneath, 1. Down into the right 10 vertical, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Delete that old block. And from the bottom of the 10, we're going to do two things with the second to last and the last block. So these two right here. On the last block, we're just going to go down into the left 2 singles. So place and block underneath, 1, 2. And on the second to last block, we're just going to put a coal to the right so that we can use that to continue to bridge out the hair. From that coal to the right, we're going to go up into the right 4 singles, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to put a placement block to the top or right side so we can go up into the right 2 vertical, 1, 2. Up into the right 2 flat now, 1, 2. And from that 2 flat, we're going to go to the right block. And I want you to put 1 on top and 3 below. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Let me just do a little quick save right here because we're making a lot of progress actually. I don't know if we're going to make it to the other side. I might stop just short and then we'll finish up more later. I am sticking to my 15-minute rule just so that I can't lose my mind because it is really hot in this room. It's getting worse. We're in May now, so it's Corona time. But now that we have this 5 vertical right here, on the bottom block, we're going to go down into the left, 2 vertical, 2 times in a row. So place and block underneath. 1, 2, that's 1. 1, 2, that's 2. Going to the top, we're going to put a placement block on top or to the right side. And we're going to go up into the right 2 vertical. 1, 2. And from the top block in that 2 vertical, we're going to add 1 to the right. We're then going to go down into the right 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. And now things get kind of stuck together right here, so pay attention closely. From the second and third blocks, so these 2 bottom ones, in the 3 vertical we just created, we're going to put 1 coal to the right. And then we're going to add an extra 2 below that. 1, 2. From the top now, right here, in this top right corner, we're going to go up into the right, 2 verticals, so place and block on top or to the right side. 1, 2. And then from that 2 vertical, we're going to go to the bottom block and go down into the right 3 vertical 2 times in a row. 1, 2, 3, that's 1. 1, 2, 3, that's 2. Down into the right 4 vertical 2 times in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 1. 1, 2, whoops, 2, 3, 4, that's 2. And then from this 4 vertical, there's going to be kind of like a floating line in the hair, kind of like what we had over here. So I'm going to make sure you're caught up with that. So let's go to the 2 middle blocks in the 4 vertical, and we're going to put 3 placement blocks to the left of each. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to put 1 coal after that. Perfect. From that 1 coal, now that we have this 2 vertical floating over here, we're going to go down into the left 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. Down into the left 2 vertical. 1, 2. And from the top block into 2 vertical, we're going to go up into the left 3 vertical again. So placement block on top, and it should mirror what we have over here. 1, 2, 3. Bottom block into 2 vertical now. We're going to go down into the left 2 vertical 2 more times in a row. So 1, 2, that's 1. 1, 2, that's 2. And then to finish this up, we're going to go down into left 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. And then finally down into left 1 single. 1. Perfect. Now what we can do is backtrack to the 4 vertical that we used to bridge over here. And on the top block in it, we're going to put a placement block above it so we can go up and to the right 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to continue flattening it out now. So we're still going to be putting our placement block on top. I thought we were changing directions. That's why I paused right there, but we're not. We're going to go up and to the right 2 flat. 1, 2. And from the left block into 2 flat, we're going to put 2 on top. 1, 2. And in the right block into 2 flat, we're going to put our placement block underneath. or to the right side, so we can go down and to the right 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. From this bottom block now, we can go down into the right 2 flat again. So placement block underneath, 1, 2. And on this 2 flat, we're going to take the left block right here and put 2 underneath, 1, 2. And this right block, we're going to add 1 to the top. From here, we're going to go up into the right 2 vertical, 1, 2. And from that 2 vertical, we're going to take the bottom block right here, put a placement block underneath it, so we can go down into the right 5 vertical, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Placement block underneath, down into the right 11 vertical, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And from this 11 vertical, we're going to go to the second to last block from the bottom, so 1, 2, this one right here. And we're just going to add 1 coal to the right. Perfect. So I think we're going to pick up from there next time. Like I said, I'm trying to keep myself to a 15-minute rule. I think that was 15 minutes at least, maybe a little bit more. We're going to finish up the other side of the hair next time and then start some of the inner detail. Or we might start the left and the right ear hair parts and make sure the inner detail of the hair is filled in. And then we can worry about the shading and the eye stuff later. That should be very short though. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this tutorial. If you did, be sure to like or subscribe for more pixel art content. This is Phoenix, and as always, I'll see you guys later.